Well, hey, super writer, welcome to our optional but very fun extra writing lesson today. So, this is not necessary, but this is just for people who love writing and want to make your book even more interesting and seem more like a real book. Today, we're going to be talking about the nonfiction text feature, which is keywords. So, keywords are important words in a text that can be bold, italics, or in color. So bold means like really dark letters. Italics means they're slanted, and you know what color means. And they choose them because it's probably a word that they think that the reader might not understand. So you can see this whole situation right here. They have this, and look at the word pouch is in color, Joey, and 2 grams. And so the author is thinking they want the reader to really pay attention to these words because they might not know what they are. And here's what they do with them. Whatever words are bold-faced, italics, or in color, then they make something called a glossary. A glossary is like a tiny dictionary. It's in the back of a book, and it provides the definitions of some of the words in the text, okay? It's a little dictionary, and so it has the word, and it tells what it means. Sometimes it even has the page number or a pronunciation. So let me show you that in a couple of different books. So here it is. This is a book, Sharks, a nonfiction book about sharks. And look at there's the table of contents, just like you did. But what they did right here is they have some words that are bold-faced. It has pectoral fins, because that's not an ordinary word. They highlighted that, right, with bold. They have some other ones too. Agile, cartilage. These are tricky words, and they're highlighting them so that the reader can pay attention. And then in the back of the book, they have a glossary, and all of those words that they did in bold-faced print, they wrote out what they mean. So they have agile, and check this out. This is called a pronunciation. What they do is they chunk the word, and they spell it like it sounds. So if you look at it, you can sound it out like agile. It means able to move quickly and easily. This is the word cartilage, and look how they chunked it. Cartilage, a strong elastic tissue that sharks have instead of bones, right? So that's keywords and glossary there. Take a look. This is our Why Fly Guy book, and they did it differently. They have it both bold-faced and highlighted in color. So that's another way to do it. So how do we do this? Well, what you're going to do is you're going to get out your book, and you're going to look through it and read through it and see if there's any words that you think that your reader might not know. And remember, we know that our reader gets confused sometimes, right? Sometimes they do. Sometimes our reader could be like Amelia Bedelia, right here. Somebody who gets really confused, so we want to make sure that they understand. So I was reading through my book, and a lot of the words are actually pretty easy to understand. But when I got to this page back here, I found these words, fragile and delicate. And I thought to myself, okay, those are kind of tricky words. So I'm going to make them in boldface. This is how you do it. You just trace over it with your pencil. See, that's how you do it. And then I would do it for the other words in my book too. The words that I found were fragile, delicate, and swirls that I thought maybe that my reader wouldn't know. So I'm not going to keep, I'll finish mine later, but I just wanted to show you that. So your first step that you're going to do is look through your book and make boldface any words that you think are tricky. You can pause the video if you want, and then come back when you're done. Okay, so you have your words. I have my words. Okay, I'm just going to show them to you. My words are fragile, delicate, and swirls. Now when we write words in a glossary, we do them in ABC order. So you have to look at the first letters here. So I have this letter, this letter, this letter. So obviously delicate is first, right? In ABC order. So my first word is going to be delicate in my glossary. My second word is going to be fragile. And my third word is going to be swirls. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. ABC order is how people do that. Okay, so to make a glossary, we're going to do something sort of like we did with the table of contents. You need a piece of paper. You can either use one with lines on it or a blank one, which is fine. If you have a blank one, you could even draw lines on it with a ruler if you want. Either way is fine. I'm just going to use the lined paper. I find that easier. And at the top, we're going to write glossary. I'm going to get a sharper pencil. Maybe. Oh, here we go. Okay. So glossary, and it's going to be a capital G. Glossary. Okay. And then you're going to write number 1. Last time I took 2 lines. This time I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go like this. And my word is delicate. So first I spell it correctly. If you want, you could do a pronunciation. So how would I sound that out so like a kindergartner could do it? Delicate. Delicate. Okay, so del. So I'd go del, delicate, cut. It kind of sounds like that, doesn't it? Delicate. And what does delicate mean? Delicate means it breaks easily. Then I'm going to skip a line. I'm going to write my next one, which is fragile. I'm going to do my pronunciation. Fragile. So first, my first chunk is like this. Fra, that short vowel. Fragile. Fragile. J. Oh. Sounds like that. Sounds like fragile. And fragile is the same thing as delicate. It means breaks easily. And I'll keep going here with my other words, swirls, but this is how you do it. This is how you make a glossary. So first you find your words in your story, make them bold-faced, and then take those words and write what they mean in a glossary. When you're going to put all this together, the glossary is going to go at the end of your book. Table of contents goes in the beginning. The glossary goes at the end. Awesome. Awesome, writers. Have fun with that. See you next time.